You know that anxious feeling when a big life change is coming? We've all felt it. Like maybe changing jobs or even moving to a new city with new people, new places, new everything. Most people might experience this a handful of times, but for families traveling on a boat, it feels like it's every couple months. We prepare ourselves, say our goodbyes, and sail off, often in the opposite direction of good friends we've made on the way. It's an emotional roller coaster and the hardest thing about this life to get used to. But is that ride worth it?
Ever wish you could escape normal life and experience more of the world?
So meet me on that island. Well, we did just that. We sold everything we owned on dry land and sailed away. Promise me that we'll sail away.
Now we are roaming the planet in search of new adventures and sharing it with you every week.
Just promise me that we'll sail away. So hit subscribe and escape normal with us. And I'll be yours forevermore. Come on, it's just that little button down there. That's it. Sailboat life often revolves around leaving. Even if you've been somewhere for a while, you're still counting down the days till your departure. And the inevitable list of things to get done before you can leave. A couple quick errands this morning. I've at least given up on working for the first part of this week because the wind is crazy. But we have a propane tank to pick up and a few groceries to get. That's about it. It's our lone propane tank here at the entrance to Nelson's. And the idea is you just drop these off and they fill them and you come back and pay, but we don't know how much. Alright, not too tough. This is the art of filming while walking a dog and carrying a somewhat heavy propane bottle. Big Nick filled it for us. Pretty good deal too. $55 EC, so that's just over $20 to fill the tank, which is really not too bad. We can take a long time to go through a tank. It takes us definitely 2 months to go through one tank. So $20 for 2 months worth of cooking. Not too bad. Our philosophy is to try to stick around places long enough to really get to know them. My gosh, dog. It's been away from you for so long.
I know.
And that makes it all that much harder to leave those places behind. Good snack. Attaboy. Alright, propane for another 3 months. Late birthday present. Rivers has been admiring this dolphin since we've come to this island, every time we go by.
Yeah, every time I go by, it just looks at the things again.
You like all the pretty things? Yep. I figure she could use a sail too. So this is my anti-siphon valve. I think this will do the trick. Right down in there is where our shaft seal is, and that's where the hose comes out of. And before, it ran all the way up here and up inside our compartment, which was not cool. So we've got one anti-siphon valve here for the generator, and I'm going to go ahead and put the other one right next to it, right there. And then we'll have one hose running up, one hose running right back down and into the bilge. I mean, that's where any water, when I'm cleaning out the strainers or anything like that, it goes straight into there. It's a nice straight shot to the bilge where it dumps overboard. I think that will be a good solution. I am off to Budget Marine to find some hose to go along with this. The piece of hose I had left over from how it was run before is not long enough, and I probably shouldn't reuse it anyway. So, off to buy a little hose. Bye, Zeke! Good boy! In addition to a pretty huge generator project, which you may have already seen, we had quite a few little items on our leaving list. And as we think back at some of the small ticky-tack things that we try to get done before going to a new location, sometimes I think it's more about distracting ourselves from the fact that we do have to leave. Even if we're really excited about our next destination, it's still hard to leave someplace where we've just started to feel at home. But still, eventually, we gotta go. Easiest access to a chandlery ever. So, just to kind of recap what this whole project is about. This is a weird little issue that we had with our shaft seal. The shaft seal is a dripless shaft seal, and it is lubricated by seawater that comes in through the little boot. Well, because of that, it also has a little vent valve for, you know, if the boat is pushing down on the water, forcing water into that shaft seal, it needs some kind of release for extra water to come out. Well, that has to obviously run to a hose that goes above the water line, and whoever installed it put it up inside a little compartment inside our steps, where it proceeded to spew water all over the inside of that compartment. The last time it came out over the sink, if you're sailing really hard, it pushes a lot of water into that boot. Weird, just kind of a weird little issue. So I have a little anti-siphon valve that I put together. They don't make small ones, so I kind of had to adapt it a little bit. Some new hose, and we're going to hook it up above the water line, but just under the step in the engine compartment, and run the hose right back down into the bilge. So no siphoning, so no water will just continually pour in, but any water that does squirt through will just go straight into the bilge and overboard. That's the plan.
Be back before I'm done with our massive amount.
There was a lot of dishes. That really is more of a comment on the dishes than my sweet.
Smart man. Have I? Now you.
Want to see my new valve? Can you see it? Can you see it, people? It's right there. There it goes. Cool.
Stop putting holes in my boat.
I didn't put this one in it.
Look what I did to the square right here.
Oh, nice. You colored it. That was good.
How is it red?
You need one arm in one hatch and one arm in the other hatch in order to reach it right. Now when water is forced up into this recess where the shaft comes through, and it forces excess water into the boot, because the water comes in, as you can see when you wiggle this shaft seal, it squirts. Because these two plates are like perfectly machined to turn against each other and keep water from coming through when it's spinning. But that same water is supposed to lubricate it, and if too much gets forced in there, it needs an outlet. So that's what this vent is for. But you know, it's best not to lead that vent up into a cabinet.
Yeah, to nowhere.
So now it goes up to the anti-siphon valve and then straight back down to the bilge. And I've got it mounted in a way we can see it. So
I think there's 5.
if for some reason it started spewing more than it should, we could see it. Get a little little bit of this every day, but this is a pretty heavy one. It's pretty though. Makes a pretty sunset, even through the rain. That's the second wave. It's coming. Yeah. Look at that side of the marina. Doesn't even look like anything's happening. I think we are inside for the rest of the evening. Rainy day activities.
Yeah, River's got tattoos
Getting
for his
tatted
birthday.
up. Hey, let's see your tattoo.
It's been on for a week.
Yeah, that thing does not go anywhere. So Lauren's getting one now.
It's my first tattoo, guys.
I got a lot of choices here. I might want one of these. I'm gonna go. I think if I do it though, I'm gonna go neck tattoo.
Ooh. Just know you do have to walk around town with it.
The dinosaur on my neck. Right there, Rivers.
Is it on?
Oh, you do good work.
Do you want one now?
My neck?
Yeah.
I don't want to walk around town with you.
I want that cool one.
Did you count to 30 yet?
1, 2,
That's kind of slow 30 you got going on there.
3, 27, 28, 29, 30.
30! Alright,
Every
let's
time,
see.
right?
So cool.
Is it cool? Did it come out good?
Yeah,
Go check it out in the mirror, man.
how do you like it?
Thumbs up. It's my favorite tattoo so far.
Cool.
Do you want another one? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one.
The big one? Okay. That look. Hopefully that's up.
Mm-hmm. Looks good.
Okay, count to 30 again.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 27, 28, 29.
30. Hold on.
Holy
There it
shit.
is.
I really like this.
All right, let's play some chess.
Why are you
We need to
laughing?
work
Bringing
on
this lad up right.
our sailor language.
Well, you cursing like a sailor is a thing.
You're out of propane, but luckily we got more today.
How often does that work out like that? What did we just do today? Filled our propane tank. Can you hold this? Should we leave this now and like go get it filled again?
Yeah. Your tattoo looks sweet in this light, man.
All right. Now we can take this one to Big Nick. And we'll be fully gassed up. Cooking with gas, so they say.
Woo, baby.
Yeah. It's crazy the things that get you excited on a boat. This is our view right now. And it has been all day. When the rain stops, the wind picks up. So we've been kind of tossing around at anchor, 25 knots sometimes, and then the wind will slow down long enough for it to rain on us. I thought I would just talk to you guys a little bit. We try to be pretty positive and show you guys all the cool stuff. But I don't know, maybe we should open up a little bit more. This morning I was, got this rain going on, I'm trying to work. I'm sitting down below in my office, just closing windows on my computer. The iPhoto happened to be open. And I saw a picture of my mom, who passed away almost 2 years ago. Saw a picture of her holding a little baby Rivers, and that kind of got to me, got me choked up. Next thing I knew, I was just kind of scrolling through photos of all kinds of stuff. Our house in Charleston that Lauren and I built, and some of the stuff we did to it, the additions we built on it. Our old Woody that we bought kind of a mess and fixed it up. My motorcycle, my good buddies, our friends and family, just all the pictures everybody would expect to see in their photo app. And I had kind of a rough morning, I'll be honest. And I think if anybody tells you that leaving everything to come out on a boat and do what we're doing doesn't have days like that, they're lying. And this year it's been harder because of the COVID situation and the fact that, you know, we haven't been able to get back to visit family and friends and touch base with people, you know. Thank God we got Zoom and FaceTime and all that kind of stuff. You really do give up a lot. And sometimes, despite everything we have going for us and all that we're getting to experience and all the amazing places that we're seeing and the fact that we're raising Rivers to appreciate other cultures and people, you just can't help but miss the land life and all the stuff that you knew and had. It just is what it is. Tomorrow I'll probably wake up and be back thrilled with everything we're doing here, but we both have these kind of days, and this is just one of them. And it doesn't help when it's like just crappy out. We want to be honest, you know, and show you sometimes when we're not loving life. But even though it's rainy and crappy and we're both in kind of a gloomy mood, I think we're going to get in the dinghy with our raincoats and go treat ourselves to a little lunch someplace. Cheers, and I'll talk to you again when I'm in a better mood. And along with a little lunch and the sun emerging from the clouds, a little riding at the basketball court was just the ticket to get out of the slump. And of course, a little beach time never hurts anything. So maybe the root of why it's so hard to leave is that we had to leave so much to get here in the first place. And then we find ourselves having to leave new places and new people we've gotten attached to every couple of months. And that part can be difficult. So, is it worth it?
What kind of beers do you have? I got Godly, Karim, Heineken, and the 268 Calypso.
Can I get 2 Karim?
No problem. You taking them away, sir?
Yes. Well, as long as we have each other, amazing memories of all these incredible places and people, and exciting new destinations to explore, then yes. Most definitely, yes. Hey guys, thank you for watching We recently had a pretty big surge in subscribers and viewers, and we just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in.
And we also want to do a big shout out to our patrons. We have a couple new ones, so we're going to go ahead and get their names now.
Starting with the captain's list first.
We've got Recipe Comer, who was our patron and upped his pledge, so thank you very much. And Jen and Todd Sievert, who we are entirely grateful for.
Thanks, guys. Our first mates.
David Anderson and Scott and Diane Schmidt on SV Booker.
Great name. Our bosuns.
Tanya Ruth Ham, Jerry V. Channel,
Finally, our crew.
SV Vision, Average Joe, David Carpenter, Aaron West, Tom Husted,
Dobrzynski.
Adam Dobrzinski, I can't say. Adam Dobrovinsky.
No! Zzinski.
Mr. Barbarowski. Adam I can't do this one. Adam Dobrzinski.
Yes! Maybe.
Maybe. Sorry if we butchered your name.
We'll just stick to that.
We'll just text you. That's what he said. Trevor Walker, Joshua Goodstein, Scott, and Les.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you so much for watching.
If you want to check out some cool other videos of ours, they're right here. And right here.
Check those ones out. Thanks. See you next week.
Bye.